we're just kind of like really walking around. We don't have any plans. We don't know what we're gonna do. Just getting lost, going through alleyways and streets and pretty buildings. That's kind of what we like to do, especially when we first get to a city, you know. And Prague is beautiful, so I'll show you some of the places that we thought was cool. And we're probably gonna sit down, have a beer, have some food. But today we don't really have a plan. My stepmom, which I know sounds a little weird, but she was married to my dad. She was my stepmom forever, but she's not married to my dad anymore. She lives in Paris. So she's actually flying over here with her boyfriend to meet us, and we're gonna hang out with them for a couple of days as well. So we're just killing time until they arrive. They're actually probably on the plane right now coming over here. So that's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna take you guys with us. So there's this river, and first thing right now as we're walking in Prague, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the names of things here. It's a beautiful language. I don't want to butcher it, and if you're Czech and you're watching this, I'm sorry if I do. So I'm just gonna put the name of this bridge right here. I'm just gonna point to the things where we're at instead of saying the name. That's okay. So we're walking across the river. So the river kind of splits Prague, and there's all these bridges across it. The famous bridge is the Charles Bridge, which actually you can kind of see over there. So we're gonna go around in like a square, I guess, and go back to where we're staying to the Charles Bridge. But it's beautiful, man. And like, you know, you're walking around here and there's like a castle over there, a bridge that was built, I don't know, 1,000 years ago. The history, it's part of what I love about coming to Europe. Like, you can feel the history as you're walking, which is beautiful. So we had beer at this place called Czech Craft Beer, which not that hard to find. And they had some really great beers. It was a really good time. They actually had a West Coast IPA, which is super fun to see. And I also learned that they don't call it IPAs here, they call it IPAs, which kind of makes sense. Now we're finally gonna go meet my stepmom and her boyfriend over by the Charles Bridge. So we're gonna walk over that way. There's some markets going on, and there's some like, I don't know what's happening, but we're walking by this park. It's another thing too, we thought it was going to be a little bit cold. It's like in the 70s right now. So I'm wearing this jacket just because I brought it, not because I need it. We're sweating a little bit. But my stepmom is in the bridge somewhere. We're gonna run into them at some point. So we did find Laura and Tom at the bridge, and we walked around a little bit in the area. Michelle got a little cold, so we found an H&M, just went shopping a little bit for like a light jacket. She found the jacket, and we went to go get some beers. So interesting thing about ordering beers in the Czech Republic, there's three kinds. The regular kind, the more foam, and the all foam. It's actually called milk. And you're supposed to drink it super fast, apparently like in less than 3 seconds. So our server was very adamant about us just downing this beer, which was very funny. And you know, it tasted like a foam. So if you want to like chug a beer, I guess it's the way to do it. And another thing to remember when you order beer in the Czech Republic, it's always going to come with 3 fingers of foam. Always, that's the standard. And then we had some really good food here too. If you like pickles, you'll love Czech food, and also like roasted and fried pork. I had this pork knee, which is famous for the region. It's literally the size of my hand. It reminded me so much of like carnitas. I was just really missing like tortillas, chile, you know, but it was still very, very good. I just got a little homesick with Mexico. And then Michelle went and ordered the dumpling and the sauce. This was just such a fun dinner. I recommend this place highly if you want some traditional Czech food. And then we went over to our hotel and had some drinks. I had a Negroni, which, you know, I love. And Michelle had a champagne with the popsicle in it, which was fun. And then we still couldn't sleep. So Michelle and I just went about town walking around. This main square is just so absolutely beautiful. And we ended up at this bar called Le Fleur. So like Le Flower, right? It's a French inspired bar. It's a champagne bar, but they had some incredible cocktails here. My dude, Luca, that we met there, he's Italian, but lives in Prague, has one of the best cocktail programs in Prague, I'd say. We had this Negroni cocktail that was barrel aged and garnished with with sun-dried tomatoes and olive oil. So good. Another mezcal Negroni because, you know, I love that cocktail. And this is a champagne bar, actually. So they have a couple of champagne cocktails as well as about 150 different champagnes, I believe. This place was just honestly on the top 5 of atmosphere, service, and cocktails in the world for us. We really, really enjoyed this, and I cannot recommend this place enough. And if Luca is there, please tell him I said hello. And it was funny enough, he was also going to BCB, which was what the reason was what we were in Europe for. So we met him in Germany as well, which was awesome. Again, can't recommend this place enough. And then we went over to a cigar bar that was not too far away. Had some amazing Cuban cigars that I always love. My favorite pairing when smoking cigars is champagne and cigars. So that's what we had. It was a great time. And that was our day here in Prague, our first day. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll be posting, you know, throughout the weeks, my time in Prague and also in BCB. Saludcita y nos vemos.